Oh, guess who's back? What is the lyric? Shady's back? Shall I find? Boom! Ow, my back and my phone. Right, we've learned from that mistake already. Don't jump on your bed. Don't be a little monkey. Jesus, it's been a long time since I've sat in front of a camera. Where to start? I don't know. I'm here, I'm 20! I would hope that at this point you would know why I'm making this video. The videos I made in the past were called 16 Things I Learned About Being 16, 17 Things I Learned About Being 17, and 18 Things I Learned About Being 18. And now, finally, I'm 19. So welcome to this video! Obviously there's a pattern here, so this video is going to be the 19 Things I Learned About Being 19. You can see that, you read the title. This is what my intro should have been. Hi, I've moved countries. I'm now living in Los Angeles, California. I previously, for my entire life, was living in Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada. I also am not going to university anymore, so I did 2 years of university. I did not get a degree in the 2 years, obviously. Those are the big things about my life that you guys need to get caught up on. So now that we're there, cue that intro, baby! Trends fade. Being yourself doesn't. Do you remember when the thigh gap was a trend? Yeah, guess what? I don't have a thigh gap, but what I do have is the ability to crack walnuts with these thighs. So take that. Hashtag self-care, hashtag self-improvement. Boom. Figure out what you need to do during tax season. To be absolutely clear and transparent with you all, I have not figured this out yet, but I'm hoping that me saying this will maybe eventually have it sink into my head and I can do something with it in the future, because that seems important. Be mature. Okay, so you know the quote, celebrities are people too, you know, they're just like us. So are your parents. You see your parents in a different way, coming from a teen to adulthood. There's a transition period. Your parents are not just your parents anymore. They're not only two individuals, but they're your friends in a way. Although they still have to be your parents, so, you know, there's no smoking up a joint with old pop-pops. I don't know, if you do that, cool. I don't envy your life, though. Don't overbook yourself. Yeah, because you're gonna get real tired real fast. Like, okay, you don't need to treat everything like it's a wedding invitation and like you have to go. And you don't even have to go to a wedding now that I think about it. Weddings are kind of lame, to be honest. Just kidding, they're actually not. I went to my first wedding this year and it was amazing. And I met Lil Sebastian. But still, say no when you have to. You don't have to go to every single event that you're invited to. Let your friends know what they mean to you. To me, a great friendship is getting excited about things maybe you normally wouldn't get excited about just because your friend is getting excited about it. I have no interest in baseball, but if my friend does, if they get excited and they start talking about baseball, you should probably get a little bit excited about it too. An unhealthy relationship or an insecure friendship is if you are constantly messaging each other, did you get my text? Or like, are you mad at me? Like I don't understand why that has to be such a big deal though. Why people need people to respond so quickly. But you know, if you're truly my friend, don't send me that. Because I'm not mad at you. If I'm mad at you, I would tell you I'm mad at you and I'd probably call you. Jump! Not off a cliff. Suicide jokes are not funny. In fact, they make me want to kill myself. But, you know, jump to a new city, a new country, a new idea, a new place, a new chapter. You can still help someone without an opinion. You know, sometimes just showing up for someone is enough. Offering to sit next to them during a meal. Offering to study with someone and not saying anything. Offering to just give a hug once in a while or, you know, a nice friendly tap on the titty. Your friends are also there because they're your friends, so use them. You think you can get through something alone sometimes, but you know what? You have the support system to do it, so use it. It's free. Dance more. It's a huge stress relief. It makes you feel great. Plus, if it's something you love, show it off more. Who cares? time, people will also have a great time. And if they don't, then they're just freaking, honestly, trash bags, and you don't need them in your life. Slow the hell down. I have a major problem, which is like chronic, I feel like I'm always running out of time-ness. And it's not good. There's so much stress nowadays to be like, oh, I need to be the next child prodigy blank, instead of like, go at your own pace, take your time. Really, air conditioning? Really? Right now? Like, you just can't physically, literally, emotionally do it all. Prioritize yourself. I don't know, I feel guilty in a way, but you know, there's a way to decline people with respect. Just know when it can be too much for you. I mean, there's a reason why I did not upload YouTube videos this entire year, pretty much, except for Hell Week. And I'm not proud of it, and I can't blame it on anybody else except for myself, because I didn't make enough time to do what I really wanted to do and prioritize things for me, because I was constantly so interested in what other people wanted, what other people needed from me, and sometimes not needed from me, and I just lended a hand, even though nobody asked. And it can take away a lot of time, too, for yourself. About a month ago, I started editing for the first time. I was like, wow, I really miss this. Like, 7 or 8 months. Wow. For me, for my life, like, that's not that crazy if you think about it. You're like, wow, nobody cares. As RuPaul would say, what is that quote? If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Yee! Accept people's differences. Hanging around and being friends with people that have the same interests, hobbies, sexuality, and like maybe even same race as you, and like same is great, because hashtag relatability, everybody loves that. But if that's everything surrounding you, and that's your whole friend group is like kind of the same as you, honestly, like that's not healthy. It's also just really fucking boring. Mix it up, surround yourself with different people than you so that you're not stuck in your ways. Acknowledge when you're sad. Honestly, it helps the moving on process into the happy days. Tell yourself and know that you're feeling sad. Really dive into it. Ultimately, you're gonna come out of that the opposite end, and it's gonna give you more motivation to not be that way or get to that place again. It's the same thing that like AA teaches you, right? Like the first step to recovery is recognition? I don't know, I've never been. Things you're scared of will help you grow. Most of the time, the things that I'm like scared of are actually things that I want to do more because of the thrill of it, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm scared of haunted houses, and I will be the first person to be like, hey, let's walk into that one with clowns in it. That sounds like a great idea. And then shit my pants. And like, I'm scared of heights, but I could be so easily convinced to jump out of a plane, to go bungee jumping. It doesn't mean you're gonna overcome the fear, but you know, you kind of do grow from that. Speak up. Okay, so people don't know things, so you can't expect them to know things. Because I'm really bad at giving examples, I'm gonna give you an example. If you're allergic to hamsters and you come over to my house and you know that I have a pet hamster, do not be shocked when you walk into my door and see little Hamtaro chilling out on the couch, okay? You knew that was gonna be there, you knew it was gonna affect you, and boom, now you're offended. And I'm sorry, but that's on you. That has nothing to do with me owning a hamster. If you would have told me that you were allergic, I would have taken Hamtaro off of the couch, put him in his little cage, and put him in a room where he's never gonna see you. Where was I going with this? Right! Doesn't mean that I'm gonna get rid of Hamtaro, because I love Hamtaro. It's a part of me. Hamtaro's my everything. I'm not just gonna like get rid of a hamster because one of my friends has an allergy to it, you know? If you think about the metaphor, you should know what I'm saying. Explain your point of view. No one can do that except for you. The person that gets offended is the person that's gonna feel the worst. I'm gonna be chilling out with Hamtaro in my hammock, and I don't care about you being offended because I love Hamtaro. And it's not my fault that you came over and didn't know that Hamtaro existed. That was a terrible analogy. I kind of liked it though.
Hello, I'm interrupting this video because I realized I don't know how to count. I was stupid and I skipped it when I was filming. So I'm gonna read it to you right now. Journal! This is what I wrote down. It seems lame at first, but I promise you, it could be pretty cool. But it helps you reflect. Sometimes I don't even know how to explain something to myself. So how am I going to explain it to someone else? That's it. Moving on, number 16, hurry up, go.
Don't have regrets. Every single scenario I can think of where I've done something super stupid or super mean or whatever, I've learned from. And in my opinion, I don't regret something that I've learned from. And in addition to that, saying you hate someone or you hate something, don't try and deny the fact that you were attracted to something or you liked something for a while, now you're like, oh, I hate it or whatever, or a person even. It's just not accurate if you think about it. It's not accurate because a part of you at some point needed that in your life. Stop judging. Usually if you're judging someone else pretty hardcore, it's more of a reflection on you than them. I mean, that doesn't obviously work for everything if you think about it, but use your common sense, people. Stop feeling guilty. Feeling guilty about everything, it's just too much, okay? Don't stress over not responding to someone's text because it doesn't matter. Don't stress over picking this outfit or this outfit. They're both beautiful, okay? Also, why are things called guilty pleasures? Why do they have to be guilty? Why can't they just be pleasures? I love Taylor Swift. I don't love her ironically. I don't love her because everyone else loves her. I don't love her as a guilty pleasure because I love that bitch. Like, why do I need to explain myself, you know? It's just dumb. Don't feel guilty about loving something, just own up to it. And finally, number 19, don't push your beliefs on other people. Don't use the notion of like how much greater your life can be or by being a no-waste, vegan, hipster, thrift shopping, you know, never nude. Like, first of all, that's coming from someone who was a vegan and vegetarian for many years and also sleeps in the nude. So it doesn't mean that I hate the planet. All you need to know is if something works for you, great. But as life has shown us countless times, just because something works for you doesn't mean it's gonna work for someone else. It sucks to say this, but a lot of people just need to be told off. And a lot of people aren't now because of the climate that we live in, where no one can say anything about anyone because if you say something, then you're a mean person and Twitter's gonna come after you. Oh no! The bottom line here is, nobody likes to be told what to do. Don't be that person. Okay, I think that's it. That's the end. That's the end. We're at the end now. We're done. Let's see, normally I would plug things at this point in time. I'm not gonna pull that whole shtick of being like, I'm working on private things that you won't be able to figure out because like I hate when YouTubers do that. That being said, I am working on some secret projects. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with any of these things. Yeah, let's just connect because it's been a while. I just want to let you know that I care about you. And I love you and I support you and I have your back. If you like my face, go ahead and give this video a like. If you don't like my face, then go ahead and subscribe. And turn on those post notification things that people are telling you to do now. Happy Pride, happy Canada Day, happy 4th of July, and happy birthday to me. I'm gonna go cry now because I'm 20 and that freaks me out.